Good day, everyone. My name is Amelique and I would like to give thanks to my father for Father's Day because Father's Day is a day that we give honor, we give thanks, praise to those that raise us up. If you do not have a father, whoever that you have placed in your life to represent you as your father, give thanks to that person. Give honor to them, respect them. Now, Father's Day is not a men's day. It is the person that gave birth to you, or as I said, whoever you have placed in your life to take care of you or you respect as a father. And I want to give thanks to my father for the things that he have done in my life. My father, Bishop Alan Marisho, or those who have known him, had known him before, he used to go by the name of Blood. Had known him as Blood, but he is no longer Blood anymore, even though some may still call him like that. He has done so much, so much. Alright, so much things in my life that I cannot count. But he has done a lot more for others. And I don't know what kind of father does that. Maybe he's not just a father, but a super father, I would say. Because he's not just a father to one person, he's a father to many. Right? He has a whole church, he has a whole foundation before him, beside him. And he always sticks by everyone's side. It's not like if he's just there for one person, he's a one-man father alone. No. My father, he's a hardworking man. Now, I don't want to tell you anything that you already know already, but he never gives up. Once he starts something, he strives until he gets it done. Right? My father has grown up in a very backward life, a very hard life, where he used to be. From where he is at right now, it's a drastic change. You can say it's more than an evolutionary change than a revolutionary change. It's not just upgrading, but a total change drastically from where he was. From the plantation to concrete house and roof covering it was very different. I mean, how his mom used to be, all the stories he may tell me that, or tell us, where she would be working hard in the field, planting, or if she has to work for someone, she would be carrying buckets of sand, walking across the street, working for some person by herself just to fill up a hole. Let me say a lot, for example, by herself because it's degraded down inside and she alone has to do that. I could just see where the hard working trait came from. Right? He also had a brother, so loved, named Uncle Michael, or Michael Charles, for those of you who have known him. He was truly an inspirational person. I mean, not just speaking of my father alone, but I can talk about him as well because paternally it's still in the bloodline, still a relationship. And you could say it's like one, even though they may be totally different, however, sharing similar traits coming down to the end in here when Uncle Michael has passed away on the 24th of May. It was hurtful. We didn't expect it, but we suspected something, but it was hurtful, it was heartbreaking. Many was heartbroken, for example, and God knows why he's gone now. But he and all, for example, he was really hardworking. They were both alike in similar traits. But he was very hardworking as well. And I don't know, there's just something about him that draws you to him. even though you don't know him, because I didn't know Uncle Michael for very long. I did not share any relationship with him. I've only known him for like 3 years since he have been working with us for a matter of fact. And only in these last 2 years I could say that I may have formed a bond in a way with him, because I'm not a talking person. I never used to talk to him that much, but now and then if I see him working, I might be there, and I might ask him a few questions, and he would relate and say, well, this and that, and we'll get along. But he was honestly he was a good person, and like I say, I didn't know him much, but the kind of person he is, you could come to love someone like that without knowing anything about them, but just being around them. And that is how my father is. That is how he is for his congregation. That is how he is for everyone, despite you being a friend or not even a friend to him, but just a stranger. That is how he is to everyone. And for example, just the other day we took a little drive up where he used to live. And you could say we were going back in time. I mean, we didn't reach to the end point, but you could say that we was going back in time to where he was, where he used to be. It's just a big change, and I mean, I can't say much about it, but it is a big change. And some of you all might be saying, well, if it's a big change, how I can't say much? Well, that is something for you to see for yourself, and you could be the judge of your own. But my dad has done a lot of things for many people, and I pray God that he takes care of him, continues to bless him, and keep him strong. I know he might be a bit stubborn and arrogant, and as he's getting old, but I mean, that is where the love is. And and the funniest thing is where he wouldn't have it alone. It would be mom, and they would both have their little fights. The arrogancy, they will share it, but it's not that type of fight that you may see on TV or you may hear by your neighbor. It's not that kind of fight. It's a love fight that they would have. It may start up a little steamy, and it all boils down to a laugh. It cools down to a laugh, I should say. But he is good. He's always good, and he will always be good. And I just want to say thank God for him. There's no other father I could have gotten better. He has done a lot of things, and I don't see for the past 21 years, but for the past 12 years that I may be able to recall in my life, I have never seen or passed any other man or father representative that could be a good father to like him. I don't see it. I have never seen it, because even if they may have some traits, they fail in other aspects, and he doesn't, and I thank God for that.